This is my book, What Happened to You? It is a picture book for children. It is for
like me!
children like that one. Lots of people try to write about disability for children. It's a very hard thing to do, and even harder if you're an able-bodied author without that first-hand experience. I am a disabled man. I'm a monoped. I run around on crutches, and I have enough of memory of my childhood to be able to think of the book that would have helped me back then with what was hardest in my life. And what's actually hardest for, probably for most people with visible disabilities, is public perception. It's the fact that you go out of the house and everyone wants to know what happened to you. And they ask. If I was to go to a bus stop now, chances are someone might well sit down next to me and say, "I've noticed you've got one leg. Tell me, what happened to you?" Imagine how much more difficult that is for a child, surrounded by other children who are naturally curious and uninhibited. The way it worked for me was this: my classmates all knew me and had got used to me, but every time I went out into the playground there'd be another child, a new child with the same bewildered look on their face and the same question, "What happened to you?" on their lips. And you know as a disabled child that the second that question drops, all the other children around who have been minding their own business are suddenly interested too, and suddenly they're the mob, and it's an interrogation and there's no way out. That can be profoundly isolating. I wanted to write a book that would have told me as a child that it wasn't incumbent on me to have to explain myself to everybody else. I didn't have to answer this question. It's personal. It's a very personal question. Even as an adult, it taps down into vulnerabilities and sort of trauma that you don't really want to necessarily go near, even with friends, let alone with people you've never met. And I want there to be a book that counteracts the current consensus that it's always best to ask. That's actually the consensus. All of us, between infancy and adulthood, have to learn that you don't go asking personal questions of strangers. We know this. Somehow children have to learn to extend that rule to a group not traditionally afforded that common courtesy, which is disabled people. So that the children that Joe meets and plays with will treat him just like anyone else. And the adults they grow into will leave me alone at the bus stop. Okay, thank you.
What's Daddy's book called?
What happened to you?
It is not.
And for this one.
No, it's not for that one.
Oh.
This one is too small.